The hypercar market has never lacked drama or eye-catching hype, tending to mix fact with fiction. Among this privileged group, however, there is a car that is different. Not due to outlandish stories, but due to hard, mind-boggling numbers that are beyond comprehension. The Red Bull RB17, a track-only work of art conceived by Formula One design mastermind Adrian Newey, is one such vehicle. This vehicle is so outlandish, it not only toys with the limits of human capability, it challenges them head-on, to the extent of potentially knocking its passengers out at top speed. Unveiled at the exclusive Goodwood Festival of Speed, the RB17 certainly turned heads. This is not just a hypercar designed to go fast. It is an unbridled demonstration of Formula One know-how, free from rulebooks and built with no concessions. Adrian Newey, the surname that's become synonymous with some of the greatest dominant Formula One cars of the modern era, has poured decades of his expertise into the RB17. Leaving a car that is the concentrated essence of motorsport science ever shown to the public, albeit a very, very select one. Despite the naming pattern adhering to the Red Bull Racing Formula One convention, the RB17 doesn't have a direct predecessor amongst the F1 crop. After the RB16 and the replacement RB16B, the team leapt directly to the RB18, skipping a generation. That generation gap has been filled by this low-series hypercar, only 50 examples being produced. It is Red Bull's foray into production vehicles, a groundbreaking transition from motorsport domination to high-end performance production. Even in its origin, the RB17 was a car dedicated to the racetrack. Its aerodynamic bodywork is not merely cosmetic. Each curve, each surface, each piece has been carefully honed to create maximum downforce and minimize drag. The looks are gorgeous, but they exist for a greater reason: performance. Even when standing still, the car's swooping lines radiate motion and ferocity, as if it's ready to catapult itself into the distance. Under its aerodynamic cover is a heart that thunder roars with fury. Initially conceived to house a twin-turbocharged V8, the engineers switched to something even more feral: a Cosworth-assembled, naturally aspirated 4.5-liter V10 engine. The internal combustion engine itself makes over 1,000 horsepower, but it does not get to enjoy this alone. An additional electric motor contributes another 200 horsepower, pushing the combined output into the lofty realm of hybrid hypercars. Power is delivered to all four wheels through a 6-speed sequential gearbox designed by Xtrac, a company more famous in the world of motorsport. This configuration ensures blistering acceleration, but also hints at endurance credentials, supported by an 18.5-gallon tank that meets existing Le Mans safety requirements. But what truly sets the RB17 apart is the gigantic scope of its performance envelope. The accelerations it imposes on the human body at the kind of high-speed driving found only in professional-level motorsports are almost without equal. The RB17 is capable of delivering more than 5 Gs of lateral acceleration during corners, and the same force upon braking, as per Red Bull's own design engineers. That is comparable to what Formula One drivers experience at racing, and far greater than what any normal person can continue for more than a few seconds without being specifically trained. The price? A hypercar so powerful, the risk of passing out at the wheel is only too real. To help counter this outrageous threat, Red Bull has launched an owner experience beyond compare. Purchasers of the RB17 are provided with access to an exhaustive driver training program, including simulator programs and booked track days at world circuits of note. These sessions are designed to enhance driving capability and physical fitness, enabling owners to drive safely everything the RB17 can offer. This vehicle is not a purchase. It is an experience of the utmost level of car capability, one necessitating commitment and ability. The exclusivity and track-only nature of the RB17 hasn't kept some from fantasizing over a variant for open roads. Enter Lansante, a British engineering company known for turning the impossible into reality, from taking high-performance track cars and turning them into road cars. Lansante has done the same with similar projects on the McLaren F1 GTR, Pagani Huayra R, Pagani Zonda Revolution, and Porsche 935. And now, the RB17 is part of that legendary list as Lansante tackles the task of road homologating one of the most extreme cars ever made. The transformation of the RB17 into a road car is not an easy task. The procedure will constitute extensive alteration to adhere to road safety standards, while keeping the performance DNA of the original circuit terror intact. Alterations may include altered suspension geometry, emissions conformity, and tweaking lighting, ride height, and cooling systems. Every component must be redesigned to function flawlessly in the far harsher and more demanding environment of public roads, yet with the car's trademark bite. The personal connection of Adrian Newey with Lansante adds a further level of authenticity to the undertaking. He has been spotted on his days off, cruising around in Lansante-attired clothing, and is said to have vehicles waiting by the company in his possession. Among his stable are such gems as the Jaguar E-Type and Ford GT40, both serviced by Lansante's top-rate technicians. This partnership adds credibility and mystique to the road-legal RB17 project, suggesting some kind of tie-up or at least approval by the original architect of the automobile. Of course, exclusivity and performance do not come at a low price. The RB17 itself is stickered at a staggering $7.7 million. Tacking the Lansante conversion is likely to cost an extra $650,000, putting the road-legal RB17 among the world's most expensive and exclusive vehicles. But for the wealthy, the reward is incalculable, a possibility to own and drive a motor which merges the heart of a Formula One vehicle with the hand of a boutique performance atelier. The RB17 drives in a universe where not many vehicles dare to tread. It's not only fast, it's unyielding, cacophonous, and consciously extreme. From its carbon fiber bodywork shaped for aerodynamic efficiency to the seraphic wail of its V10 engine, every aspect of the car has been optimized to deliver the most thrilling driving experience available. This is not a comfortable or convenient vehicle. It is an engineering statement, an expression in steel and carbon fiber form of all that modern motorsport and advanced automotive technology are capable of becoming when liberated from regulation and mass-market compromise. As the world of hypercars is revolutionized by electrification, artificial intelligence, and autonomous systems, the RB17 is a purist's fantasy, a car that commands respect and attention. It does not provide semi-autonomous driving assistance or pampering luxury amenities. What it provides is unbridled power, constant acceleration, and the sort of visceral contact that cannot be replicated or coded. This is a machine for the privileged few who desire to feel the ultimate rush, not just in terms of speed, but in the challenge of mastering something that is virtually beyond control. In an era of increasingly defined digital filters and airbrushed encounters, the RB17 is a painful reminder of what can be done when vision, talent, and technical dominance combine. It's not merely a car that tests the boundaries of engineering. By definition, it tests the very limits of man's capacity to survive. A vintage behemoth among hypercars, and a benchmark to which all ensuing performance machines will forthwith be judged.